Welcome to Shadows of Dawn.
And welcome to Shadows of Dawn. This is Journey to Asgard. Session number 4 with Kel Casual and well, it's not Winston. It will be Vonmer once we get there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, joining back into session number 4 as our adventures have had quite the journey here in Asgard. Just as a reminder, they had gone into the Eternal Garden in search of two lovers, Juliana and Orlando. Their families had put aside their differences that these two had run away from and had ventured into a cave of crystals and then disappeared for 2 years, actually. And our two heroes were hired by the Cyberit governor to find them, give them a message that their families want them back. So, what happened once you guys got to the Eternal Garden? How did that go?
all kinds of fun had. Yeah.
So far, everything we found has been pretty nice, except for those bark thingies. So yeah, well, we had to find a whole bunch of leaves to get through a portal to get to the big castle that we're in now, whatever it is, and we found the two lovers, and they're, I guess, under the influence of the water fountain thingy, right? They
That
don't
is
want to leave.
right. They're under the influence of the All Heal Fountain, and they do not want to leave. You had made your way to the Palace of Spires at the center of the hedge maze, and within the palace, let's do a little.
So we're a little perplexed there, trying to figure out how to either break that curse or just say the heck with it.
Yeah, to heck with it. Screw them. They can just stay
Yeah,
there.
we don't need
Probably.
them.
Yeah, we don't need them. We'll just go
Yeah, we
home
don't
and
need
say, we tried. Too bad. Give us the money. But yes, you have actually found Juliana and Orlando. Kind of swinging in their swinging sofa there. They have obviously been in this palace and are very happy. You had told them they want to leave, but they don't want to leave. And you detected that they may perhaps be under the influence of the All Heal Fountain, which presents a conundrum. But Juliana and Orlando were not the only ones here either. There was another couple, Argus and Hamish, who had been sent to find Juliana and Orlando, and sensing they probably drank from the fountain as well, they do not want to leave either and decided to stay in the palace.
So Bomber became a little perplexed because he drank from the fountain too, but I guess he threw it off, so it's all good.
Right. Maybe it's not made for dwarves. You know,
No, you certainly
that
had
Fey
to,
food is leafy food.
That's what it is.
You don't like
That's what
leafy
it is.
food.
Yeah, I like dwarves. They're specious.
You're
Well,
not special.
I guess.
They're special. I don't know. I'm a big believer, like I said before. I think the dungeon will provide, so maybe we just keep on investigating and see what else we come across.
Makes sense. Well, maybe we could ask these two. They've been here a while, or rather, to them, which is absolutely terrifying to us. They've been gone for 2 years, and now they tell us that to them it's only been 2 days.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no, wonderful, isn't it?
Oh,
So I'm curious what a day is. Yeah, so first of all, I want to ask him, so we've been here for a while, but the sun really hadn't moved that much. So is there night and day? Are there days here? How's that work?
Oh yeah, the sun will go down just like normal.
Just take a while or what?
I guess so. we haven't really timed it, have we? And they're like, no, we haven't. We've been occupied. And they're like,
I kind of look over at the bed. Is it rather disheveled?
yes, it is disheveled.
All right.
So some of the cushions on the
newly,
sofa and the chairs.
yeah. I was newlywed once too.
Nah. So where else have you been in this castle or building, whatever it is? Where else have you been
Oh,
in this place?
the palace? Oh, we've
Yeah, the
been
palace.
pretty much everywhere. We picked this room. And then, Hamish and Argus showed up. And they chose the other room.
Yeah, they're your next door neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Is there anybody else here?
No, not that we know of.
Anything else of interest that we should check out in the palace? Because we might be here a while too. So
Oh, well, the whole palace is beautiful. There's some lovely gardens. And there is the tomb at the very top. Carwin and Porphyra's tomb. But I would not
Really?
I would not defile it by any means. It's very beautiful.
well, of course not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I certainly agree with that. All right. Well, we might go and look around, but we'll definitely come back and say hi.
Okay. Have fun storming the palace.
Yeah. All right. So we already checked out yonder. So we got the steps.
Yes, as you kind
We,
of
we investigated this fountain, yes?
not really. You just kind of
did, no.
saw it. So the fountain, this airy chamber's walls and floor have a lofty ceiling made of gleaming white marble. The doors that you had seen led to both those two rooms. There are two small glass-topped tables in here, each with a couple of chairs arranged around them. Each table has a crystal decanter, 5 crystal glasses, and a bowl of fruit. At the far end of the room is a semicircular atrium that contains a splashing fountain. The atrium's soaring ceiling is transparent, letting the sky's colorful twilight glow fill the hall. An opaque rectangular shape darkens the center of the ceiling. The fountain's central water jet climbs high above its pool. A staircase in the back curves around the back of the atrium's wall to a landing some feet above.
I'm not gonna eat or drink anything. Screw that.
I will investigate the fountain.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll assist.
go for it.
Cute. Oh, yay, 19.
Looking in it, the water seems pure, like very transparent, no imperfections within it. It gives a nice, lovely sound as it just kind of,
So relaxed.
almost, yes, it's that very much relaxing fountain basin, sound that fountains make.
So tranquil.
Very tranquil.
All right. Cool. All right. Do the Chevy Chase thing and head upstairs. Do the head bob.
Sure. Can't figure anything else out. Maybe the fountain's waters are magical.
All right.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. I can do detect magic on it later. Yeah.
Moving on up.
My cutscene shit here.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
There we go.
Really should put these. The stairs ascend to what looks like an art gallery that constitutes the palace's second floor. A low stone rail guards against falling over the edge into the entrance hall below. 2 rows of 3 marbled statues stand in the gallery. The northern row depicts an elf woman in different poses and wearing either an elegant gown or druidic garb. The southern row shows a human woman in wizardly robes or smart finery. 2 more statues occupy a pair of alcoves to the west. On the wall, directly ahead, hangs a large painting showing the same couple dancing on the shores of a lake.
Is it? Do we recognize the couple? Well, I guess we wouldn't know what the couple looked like that created this place, right? I forget their names, but
Carwin and Porphyra. But no, you don't recognize them.
well, we got some doors. You want to go left or right? You want to invest? Well, you want to investigate this thingy just to make sure there's nothing strange about it.
I get the statues in the alcoves here are the same.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, let's investigate this painting. You want to assist me? Yeah, plus.
Sure.
Did we find anything of note? 18 overall.
Nothing of note, and doesn't seem to hold any secrets. It is quite a prized piece, however. Probably fetched. Oh, you're thinking, 300, 400 gold.
We're not gonna steal it. Ain't gonna do that.
Did I say 300, 400? I meant 1,000 gold.
1,000. 1 billion.
Million gold.
Million. All right. All right.
I will bow to the painting. Corwin, Profurus.
Dude, you're bound to
We
paint.
could certainly use your guidance here.
All right, left or right, man? Which door you want to try?
Go left first. Never go left.
Left is always right.
It's not gonna be trapped, right? Let's open it.
Alrighty. Opening the door leads outside. In this area, let's see here. That is crenellated parapets border this palace's open flat roof. 4 beds of subtly colored flowers are divided by a path that winds in between them. In the center, there's a small table and several chairs.
Any leaves of interest? I guess we're not worried about leaves. So we know they get back. We use the same leaves to get back, right? Because they're on the fountain. So I guess we're good.
Yep.
All right. I guess we wouldn't know. That's looks kind of strange there, but all right. Let's. You want to try the other side?
Sure.
Or you want to investigate here?
Find a way.
Investigate, right? Investigate real quick.
We can investigate the area.
Yeah, let's investigate. You never know. No, not
Eh.
15 overall.
Yeah, I look around. Nothing seems to be hidden amongst the shrubs left under the table or on the table. Everything here is like in immaculate condition. Flowers are beautiful, smell very nice, very peaceful and tranquil here.
All right, we're interested on this side, I guess.
So how do we get upstairs?
Yeah, I think. Well, we know there's a tomb, right? They just told us that, and we know it's higher than what we're looking at here from the outside.
Opening the other side, you find an equal crenellated parapet. Once again, flat roof, beds of subtly colored flowers, and kind of a little pathway in between with a table in the center.
Yeah, so we know there's an area higher up, right?
Yeah,
We can see
it's like you can see the area higher up.
All right.
Just not sure how to get there.
All that's all is go down and ask.
Well,
We can go down and ask the lovebirds. I guess we can't figure it out, but
man, I got a grappling hook and some rope.
so let's investigate these thingies over here, man. There's got to be something going on here, right? It looks like that's the only way to get up, I guess. Well, maybe the other one.
Investigate this alcove of the statue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to assist?
I'll roll it out.
26.
Only on 11.
I was right. I rolled a 26. I got the +6 on investigation.
Oh. Okay, never mind then. I'll let you do it.
Nothing about the statue says secrets. It is, once again, an immaculate carving. The statue alone here would probably fetch 1,000 gold.
Let's head back down and try the other corners.
Further corners.
The ones that were so tranquil or something like that we looked at before, or were there other ones as well? I think those are too far out, right? It's got to be these guys, right? Because those other corners aren't connected. You see,
There's no way to get to those.
We got to go all the way back down, I think, right? We got to go out through here.
No, there's no way to get to those from outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be something up, man. Let's investigate this area here.
All right. You mean investigation?
So 18 overall?
18 overall. Let's see. checking that out. No, it's as solid as can be.
All right, let's go on the other side and check it out. So say hi to the
In
couple
their,
again.
in their
Oh,
room.
hello. Hello. Hello again.
So, is there anything unusual about this corner over here that I'm standing by?
Oh, well, I mean, there's a door there. You just have to push
Okay.
on it.
You just got to push on it?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll push on it.
All right.
I guess we should have asked before.
Pushing on the door leads into an interior area where you see a spiral staircase that goes up. Don't actually
How
have
about
it
that?
laid out. Following the spiral staircase, however, takes you.
Moving on up.
Move you guys here. Up what would feel like a couple of floors. Once you reach the top, you can see an inner door. Pushing on it brings you to a small catwalk.
Catwalk. Any cats?
Isn't that clever design? Is there a door here as well?
Yeah, I'm not up there. Oh shit! I got you in my cut line. I didn't realize you moved it. Hang on.
Yeah, you're up there. You're up there with me.
Yeah, I didn't see what I got to move my cut line.
Yes, as you push against that wall, it does allow you to move through that wall and into an inner chamber.
Oh, sweet. I cut mine down a little bit. Aha! Now we got it.
Yay!
Didn't need the little lovebird to tell us anything.
Opening that door leads you to this upper parapet area. This garden roof is bound on three sides by low crenellated parapet holding two long flower beds. North bed holds spotless white roses, while the south bed contains roses of a deep red hue. Between the two, a path leads to a flight of steps that rises to a stone room surmounted by a transparent crystal-like structured. It's not a dome, but like a roof.
Might be the tomb. Let's investigate the gardens real quick, if you don't mind, man. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything.
Sure.
So going with advantage here. 26, natural 20.
They smell beautiful. They look divine. I mean, these specimens of flowers would probably fetch a nice penny per dozen.
Takes no special with flowers. I botched that one. I got a 9, so I'm assuming it's the same thing. All right. Let's see what we got here, man.
Ascending here. A great crystal roof surmounts the wall of this room. The floor here is similarly transparent. Light from the twilight sky shines through the dome and into the entry hall far below. 3-foot-high white marble sarcophagus rests in the center of the floor. Surmounting the slab are the carved figures of two women, a human and an elf, in repose. An engraving inlaid with golden letters on the side. An engraving inlaid with gold glitters on the side of the slab at the figure's feet. In here, I have a picture. I'll give it to you guys. There you go.
Oh, cool.
So that's the two. Can we read the engraving?
You can. It is in common. And I will post it here as well. It says, O stranger, whom destiny hath led nigh, leave us interred in peace to lie. If thou wouldest deign to grant our request, then fate will move at thy behest. This gift from the contented dead we swear to grant by our heart and head.
We got that here. So this is in the.
And
Okay, cool. So
Right. then lay a hand on the base of the sarcophagus, and I say, "Lover's fair, Corwin Porphyrius, if you would grant us a boon, we seek to lift the effect of your enchanted fountain in the garden on Orlando and Juliana." that they may decide whether they wish to stay or leave of their own accord.
Their own accord, yeah.
Okay. Your voice kind of trickles. It almost has like a musical drift to it. You hear the slight echo of this area up here. What do you do next?
I
step back.
Doing
I step back and I bow to the sarcophagus and I say, "Rest in peace, dear lovers.
Yeah, I try and do the same. Yeah.
We thank you for your boon." Then I will walk off.
As you
I
step
trust.
back, you hear a whisper. Thank you. Thank you. Before you leave the palace, the next utterance of yours will be granted.
I point to you. Did we both hear it, or just
Nope, you both heard it.
okay?
Then
I
I say,
can hear that.
yep, then I say, "I wish that the effects of the garden's fountain be lifted on Orlando and Juliana, that they may decide whether to stay or leave the garden of their own accord."
A magical melody fills the air.
I'll check it out real quick. Is they're acting any different? I guess you got to transport us down there, right?
Yeah, you
I guess
guys
I
can
can do
just
it.
teleport back to the room.
Yeah. Cut line, cut line, cut line, cut line.
Oh, they seem lovely.
As you get back to the room, they're standing, looking at each other, and you come out the door. Like, oh, hello.
Good day.
Good to see you again. Something
So I
just
want to
feels different today.
really.
Yeah.
So want to reiterate again that your says all is forgiven and you're welcome back, and want to see if you want to accompany us back to your home.
Oh, all is forgiven?
Mm-hmm.
What? Our
And
families
stuck upstairs.
are no longer in
Both,
on
yep.
conflict?
No, sir, they are not.
I'll step in. Your aunt,
God.
the governess, has sworn to us and wished us to tell you that your families have laid aside their differences in the hopes that the two of you might return. Uh, she swears that your marriage will be recognized by the two families. They miss you greatly. I know it only seems like you've been here for a few days, but out there it's been almost 2 years since you disappeared. They are dreadfully
Oh,
worried and
my.
miss you greatly.
Orlando, what should we do? Well, if they've forgiven us, it would be nice to see our families again. And if they recognize us, then we will be able to be together forever with our families. And if not, then we can just come back here. But at least it's worth a try. Yes, I agree. It is worth a try. Yes, indeed. We will go with you, although we do not know the way back.
I believe we may be able to help with that as well. Vummer, you haven't made your request of the enchanted couple that made this place yet. Perhaps you could ask them if the four of us could be returned to the Crystal Cave.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. To be honest with you, yeah. So I'll ask for transport from here to the other side of the barrier for us to appear inside the crystal cave.
Alrighty. As you make your request, magic fills the air.
Magic.
You all feel yourselves kind of swept away in a sparkling sort of glitter glow, magic glamour. The next thing you realize is you are standing in the toadstool ring where you had arrived. You're standing there. You don't see any signs of the leprechauns. And they're like, oh, look, it's the toadstool ring. Yeah,
want to be on the other side. I want to be on the crystal
it's
cave.
been a while since we've been here. Well, no worries. You hear the voice of the gardener approaching, coming over one of the bridges. Well done, my new friends. I had wondered
hello.
if the little blessing could be lifted. I couldn't tell you how, you see, but I had surmised that that was the way to do it. Well, look at that. Look at you two. He just kind of looks at Giuliano Orlando. It's like, with new open eyes and, well, it seems as if you'd like to return home. And they're like, oh yes, very much. He's like, well, since none of you here have desecrated the tomb nor the garden, I will be happy to show you the way home. And just the fond memories I will have of you being here. And note that you will always be welcome. All I ask is that you do not reveal the secrets of the garden to anyone else. They must find the answers of their own accord, or find their way here of their own accord. If I have your words, I will tell you the secret on how to return to the cave.
Agreed.
My word is given. Well, I must say I will miss both Ramus when we leave. He was so much fun to hang out with.
Of course, of course. He's such a wonderful, wonderful guest. Well, step here with me. He steps just outside of the circle. He pulls from his little pouch several multicolored flower petals. And he hands you each one. All you need do is carry one of these into the circle in your hand, and you will return back to the cave from where you came.
Excellent. Let's do it. Maybe you want to go first, and let's get the lovebirds go. Then I'll follow behind them.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Make sure everything's clear.
All right.
I take a pedal and I step into the toadstools.
As you step in, magic kind of envelop you, and whoop, he disappears very quickly. Next,
Ask the two lovebirds to proceed. Yeah.
Giuliano and Orlando then step in behind him. And just like he did, they both disappear.
I'll follow them.
And lastly, Vonmer steps in and disappears. You find yourselves back in the Crystal Cave, where you were. Although the rainbow waterfall, the crystal waterfall, is slightly parted to allow you an easy exit. With that, you can make your way back to Cybert. The journey basically takes a day, with which you're able to kind of catch up a little talk with Juliana and Orlando, learning, it very true to what was going on. Families had disagreed. They thought it best to run away. They had heard the rumor of the cave, and they, went in exploring. Orlando seems to have some kind of skill, fighting or whatever, but they did not have many problems making their way through the cave at that time. Since then, they did spend the last couple of days, but the days did seem very long to them, although they did not feel tired or exhausted like you would expect. After what you thought might have been 8 hours, time just seemed to go by slower after a while. But there was a day and night that they recall. And they talk about the creatures and laugh with you about the creatures that you've all met and interacted with, sharing their memories and yours. You make your way back to Cybert a day later. As you approach, you begin
Wait. So at night, so it's going to take us a day to get there. So do we camp or what?
Yeah, you can camp.
Yeah, so I want to do ascending.
Okay.
So do ascending to my brother.
Does not seem to work.
Still doesn't work. Damn it. All right.
Yeah. As you go to descend, it's like when you cast the spell, you can't, for whatever reason, you're not feeling the magic work for you to put the words into the spell. It's give me an
All right.
Arcana check.
Stand by. Give me a good roll. Your daddy needs a good roll. Oh, 19 for a 25 overall.
Ah, you feel like you cannot be the target of this kind of magic. Something is
Can I?
something seems to be blocking you from this spell.
It's a self-only spell, so there's no way I can target.
That is correct.
Yeah. All right. All right. Interesting. All right.
I would say with a 25, it's like you can't access divination. Like you are removed from divination's sight.
That's like my thing, man. What the hell? All right.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Inside.
Am I also under this effect?
Don't know. Can you cast sending?
24 overall for insight.
24 insight. The only thing that's different about you from the last time you did use sending is the tattoo.
Oh, fart knockers.
It's as if the tattoo is kind of blocking you from sending or from divination, which is kind of like a non-detection effect, meaning you would not be allowed to commune, to ask for help, or to contact
Yeah, I guess
anyone
that makes
outside
sense.
for help or assistance.
Yeah, if we're on a trial, I guess that makes sense, right? Okay, I get you.
Right. There you go. Your insight is like, oh, this is what it might mean to be alone.
I'm not a fan of this, but all right, I get you. All right, cool.
Alrighty.
Interesting. Well, before we get to the before we get back to the actual town, I would like to give Juliana and Orlando both the 2 bottles that I have that have the flowers from the garden in them, and I say something to remember the garden by. I hope you enjoy them.
Oh, they appreciate that. They're like, oh, thank you. You're so kind.
So,
And of course, they basically are giving you heartfelt thanks for, risking and coming to get them and tell them the news and that kind of a thing. So they're very appreciative and had no idea that they were under the effects of anything. That does kind of blow their minds a little bit. It's like, wow, we were? No wonder everything seemed so easy and carefree.
Right?
yep.
So, you arrive back in Cybert the next day, taking them to the governor's mansion. As you approach, there's a call. The governor comes, basically almost meets you on the bottom floor at the door. There is a tearful reunion. It is a heartfelt welcome. You can tell it's slightly awkward for them to welcome Orlando, but they are absolutely doing their best. The families begin to get together as the word goes out that they have been found and brought, and there's going to be a feast in the governor's mansion that evening, to which you, of course, are invited. During the feast, there's nice food, good music. There's kind of a re-celebration and union of Juliana and Orlando as everyone has kept their word. The governor keeps her word as well. She gives you your reward in the form of 10 platinum trade bars. Each bar weighs 1 pound and is worth 500 gold.
Woo!
On top of that,
So the bars are worth how much a piece? I'm sorry.
I posted it. It's in the,
Okay, cool.
on
They're
top.
worth 500 a piece. They weigh a pound each.
Damn.
On top of that, the families approach you both at a certain point, giving you praise and thanks for bringing them back, understanding that their ways of conflict is what drove this wedge, and they pledge to basically, honor the union and are thankful that these two have been brought back to them. Ergo, they would like to present you both with a token. Cyberit is known for a lot of its jewelry making, and each family presents one of you with a ring. To Kel, it is a fine crafted ring of spell storing. And to the dwarven master, well, they heard that this could come in very handy for a dwarf. It is a ring of evasion.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much.
They hope that you wear them and remember this journey and remember the help and the thankfulness of Cyber. As they hand you the rings, the dragon on your arm, you feel a glow and a warmth as the head begins to extend down past its front legs into a mid-body. As the kind of the soft glow of the dragon tattoo extends, you feel as if this quest has been completed.
So gauging how much filled in, do we have any idea how much further, how many more quests we might have to do or something like that? I mean, is it like, 50% complete?
Yeah, I told you how far it went. I'll let you guess.
Went to the front legs, so I'd say we
mid-body.
probably got at least
Mid-body.
probably got at least 3 more, if not 4.
You have the head, the front legs, and the mid-body.
Oh, and the mid body.
Yeah.
So then I would say probably Bomber. I'd say we still have at least 3 to do, because we do wings, back half of the body, back legs, and tail.
Yeah. All right. Well, you are the dragon experts. All right. Cool.
So superb.
I got the ring. Like, crap, it requires a tunement. I got to tune something. No, Bomber, you don't. You don't have to tune anything. You're good to go.
You don't have to attune it.
You have nothing to unattune. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Although,
all right. Mischief managed.
Examining when I attune to the ring of spell storing, does it have any spells already in it?
It does not. Although, if there's any simple spells you require, the town would surely be happy to fill them. Or they understand that your companion is also a spellcaster who could do so.
Indeed. Bomber, do you have that number?
Nice. That's pretty bad.
That spell you gave me earlier. Do you, when we were fighting the?
Oh, you want that again? Let's see if I still have it. Hang on. I haven't cast today. So I should have it. Yeah, it's now it's a pretty high level spell though. It's holy weapon is it's a 5th level. So you got 5 slots in the ring, right?
I can hold. Yes, I can hold a level 5 spell in there.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I got 2 5th level spell slots. So yeah, give me the ring. I'll pop it in there.
Cool.
So I just marked it off my sheet. So yeah, it's in there.
All
So
right.
it's called holy weapon.
Yep. And your spell ring has 1 holy weapon.
Cool. That's awesome. Do we want to go by the blacksmith and spend some money and adjust our gear at all?
I'm down for that. Yeah, we got some pretty good trade bars, right?
You do?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go chat with them, see what we got.
Alrighty. Heading off to the blacksmith. So the blacksmith here is a very simple blacksmith. Mainly does not really work in arms and armor. This town is known for its jewel craft, not so much its smithery. But he is able to handle some simple things, like simple weapons, maybe some medium armors. It would take time. He doesn't really store them, but he's mostly equipment type things, tools and equipment, horseshoes, things like that.
Crap.
Yep.
Can we ask? I guess I forgot to. We probably wanted to ask how long we've actually been gone.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Can we ask the family member how long we've actually been gone? Yeah.
Well, it was only about
Stubbornness.
it was only about 2 weeks. I wasn't about to give up on you.
Only about 2 weeks. All right, cool.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, not terrible. All right, cool.
I'm gonna sell the
It's-
yellow topaz.
He does say that, if you are looking for, heavier types of equipment, you could try Let's see, what's the name of the town? Jorforge. It's on the next burg over there. They're actually well known for their armor craft.
Is there an easy way to get there, or just?
Oh yes, yeah. Take the southern road here. You're gonna take a left at the first crossway. You can follow the signs. Navigating here through Gladsheim isn't too terrible. You should actually see some travelers along the way. Once you get to the drop-off, you'll know it when you see it. It only takes about a day or two for the next berg to come along. Just move quickly, and you'll be able to step on it. There should be some people there. It's almost always a very well-traveled road.
All right. Appreciate your time.
Cool. I'll offer to, if I could offer, I'd happily give him the longsword that I was carrying. If I could use his forge to kind of clean up the chainmail that we found, it was kind of rusty that I'm wearing.
Sure. He will gladly help you. He'll even assist you with that, so it doesn't take you very long.
Put it back into proper working order.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Alrighty.
I think I'm gonna wait and see what kind of armor. I mean, what do I have weapon wise? I mean, I guess he doesn't have a decent war hammer or anything like that, right?
Simple weapons. He could,
simple.
anything else, not really something he does. Not really used here in Cyber. You got some spears for some guards, but that's about it.
I don't need any ranged weapons. Yeah, no, I'll wait till we get to the other place. I'm good.
Alrighty.
The dungeon will provide, man.
The dungeon will provide. Let's see here. Alrighty. As we are now no longer in the garden, we're now back in Gladsheim. As you begin your journey toward Jorforge, which is spelled J-R... Ooh, actually, I'll post it. Smiths. Next town is Jorforge, known for their armor smiths. Alrighty. You basically it takes a couple of days to walk towards the edge of the burg. Following the signs is pretty easy. Fellow travelers on the path confirm your destination and where they're coming from. There are other small villages that are branched off of these roads, but the signs are actually pretty well marked, and you manage to, move along very easily. At the cusp, it does look like the edge of the world. But as you're arriving, you can see this other large bird, like these two ships are going to kind of pass in the night. And you can see people, all right, get your packs ready. Everyone, get ready. It's coming. And they kind of explain, it'll be almost like stepping down 2 stair steps at once as you kind of cross over onto the next berg. And they just advise you to, hustle away from the edge. It's like these bergs don't actually collide. They have come so close for centuries that it's only like overgrown grass and leaves that kind of brush against each other. So you want to make it with a little bit of a hop. Any kind of running start will do, as you two are easily enough to transfer from one berg to the other. And in speaking with people around you, they kind of celebrate your first big berg crossing. They're like, hey, they did it. That's their first one. New guys, hey. And y'all are like, yeah, we did it.
Newbies, yeah.
Did I miss an opportunity to toss a dwarf?
Yeah, right.
To be able to make the distance?
It's like, wonderful. You're now a part of the family kind of thing.
Whee!
It is another couple of days as you make your way to Jorforge, a community which is also near kind of a large, well, it's not really an ocean. Let's just call it a very large lake. Um, as you get to your forge, the town itself reminds you very much of Frostdale without the snow. As you get into the town itself looks to be it's probably twice the size of Cyber, and you can tell it is a lot busier. The hustle and bustle of Bjorn Forge is definitely a lot more trade worthy. In some ways, it kind of reminds you of kind of the hustle and bustle on the streets near the Fellhammer markets. A lot of trade going on here and there. There are small pubs, no very large taverns, but lots of small pubs and several inns along the way. You're pointed to one inn that basically would be a medium, a moderate sized inn. Go ahead and give me a lifestyle payment for today so I know where your level is going to be.
What you want to do, wealthy?
Yes, I will do wealthy.
Alrighty.
That's 4 GP, right?
Yes, 4 GP for the day.
Yeah, 4 GP. Got it.
Hey, they give you a key to a room and allow you to kind of take a load off for a minute. They don't really serve lots of food at the inn, but there is a pub around the corner called Thorinhammer, and it's close by, and they say it's a really good pub for you to check out.
Go and hit it.
So making your way over to the pub, go in, order yourself an ale. They have like a lamb shank and some greens that you can get on your lifestyle, or you can get a wine, like a nice cherry blossom wine, as you kind of settle in, resting kind of in the evening, striking up some conversations here and there, asking about, who does what. And there are several armorers, armorsmiths in the area that you can talk to. When
Anyone that might deal in magical goods or magical items as well?
nothing so much like that. There's really no magic shop per se. Now the armor smiths are very adept at creating armor into magical things, but who knows what they may have or what might be they might be capable of. Although word is all throughout Gladsheim that your forge, if you want like the best armor, it'll come from here. So the smiths have quite the reputation as far as they just don't like create vast stock and leave it sitting around on a shelf. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So it might take them a little while to make something from scratch.
Right. So as you're sitting
Yeah,
there,
I probably have the time for that, but yeah.
suddenly your arms begin to burn. Or your tattoos begin to burn.
Tingle. All right.
It seems to coincide with a dragonborn who just walked in to the tavern. His head is kind of raised up as if he's looking over the crowd. He whispers something to a bartender, or to somebody who works there, a waitstaff. And the waitstaff seems to point over in your direction.
I will, since how everything coincided together and I noticed this, I will raise my hand and motion for him to join us.
He kind of sees you. He kind of like looks around like, who told you? And makes his way towards you.
Well, hello. A man and a dwarf. Yes, I was looking for you. I heard good things about your deeds, particularly with the Cyberit people. They spoke highly of you. My name is Pelk, and I was wondering if you might be capable of assisting this town. Your forge seems to have need of, someone with your particular skill sets.
And this place called Neuraforge, you said?
Your forge. I posted in the Discord.
Cool. I'm sorry, I missed it. Got you here for it. Cool.
Ah, our
What might you be needing? Yeah.
our second dragonborn of note that we've dealt with, that we've had dealings with since we've gotten here.
Ha! Yeah. Oh, hope our reputation isn't all that bad.
Oh, of course not. Of course
He
not.
said,
Balroga, the old hermit at the edge of the burg that we just came from, was quite hospitable.
Really? Balroga? Is that the old man that lives at the end of the road?
It is indeed.
Ah,
The end of the road is where we showed up.
really? Oh, well, I'm sure that's a conversation for another time. May I have a seat?
Of
But
course.
Good.
he's wearing a robe as he sits down, and cradled in his arms is a green book.
Well, let me get quite right to it, shall I? You see, your forge has long relied on a community of Grippoli to the north for fresh seafood. These, frog folk capture and raise giant crabs as livestock in an offshore cluster of pens they have erected just outside of their village. Then they trade the meat and other salvageable parts for items that they can use, particularly those made of metal or glass. Well, your forge has long been a steady customer, but over the last several tendae, the Grippoli have become less and less active, and the supply of food has been all but cut off. To make things worse, rumors have arisen about serpent creatures being seen near the Cloak Wood and the Grippoli village. I was hoping you might be able to look into this for me. Now, this book I'm carrying here was brought to Yorn Forge several years ago. The explorers who found it claimed it was not a historical text, but a warning. Perhaps I should show this to you.
A warning.
Please.
Yes, as he places the book down in front of you. You kind of move it. It is surprisingly light, and a very quick examination shows it to be a cunningly contrived container. The book is made of a supple leather reinforced with thicker straps of hide. Opening the cover reveals inside this container 3 intricately carved hollow wooden cylinders and a linen bag of dry clay, artfully decorated with a drop of water. I will post the cylinders here.
Yeah. What the hell?
The outside of each cylinder is covered with writing and simple images. He kind of like, what do you make of this?
Each break.
Take a look. I discern on the cylinders if what the language is, if anything is written on them.
Well, do you speak Dwarvish?
I do.
Oh, good. He says,
Did you say Dwarvish? Dwarvish?
Dwarvish.
Yes.
It is.
Dwarvish I do speak.
It is in Dwarvish. He's like, good. You can see why I was asking about you.
Yeah. So what? Well, I guess you probably speak it too. So yeah. So what's it say?
He's like, he's looking at you, like, what do you think it says?
Yeah. So read it. Yeah. Can I make out what it
Yeah.
says?
Well, can we? It looks like we can take the clay and roll the cylinders on the clay, and
Yeah.
it'll,
Yeah. Does it print
it'll
something? Yeah.
print out the words.
Right. So you take the clay out. It is dust at the moment. What do you kind of? It's a very dry dust.
Add some water to it. Yeah. I get it.
I don't know. As you add water to it, you can see the smile on the Dragonborn begin to grow as you're figuring this out. It's like giving him confidence. And then as you roll the cylinders across the clay, a message becomes kind of clear. They're actually pictographs. It uses dwarven scripts and dwarven pictographs to tell a tale about frog folk and serpent folk. The first cylinder explains how the Gripoli became skilled at harvesting giant crabs, which are loaded onto sea-going vessels and taken away while the frog folk celebrate their newly earned wealth. The second cylinder begins with the serpent creatures lurking ominously outside the Gripoli village. Then the serpent folk rush forth, capturing or killing any of the frog folk who try to stand against them. As the village falls into disarray, the giant crabs escape from their cages and head back into the sea. The third cylinder depicts and briefly tells about the aftermath of the serpent folk's assault. The village is vacant, most of its buildings flattened. Still standing is the Gripoli's temple to their deity, which has been taken over by the snake creatures. I'll post that
Are
there.
these snake creatures kind of walking on two legs
Yes.
and have
I
arms?
was going to say, give me a history check.
Well, don't need to. We've seen Yuntai before. It's
Have.
been a long time, but
Yeah,
we've seen them before.
You recognize the Yonti.
Yep. Man, Vonmer, we haven't seen these since we were at the temple where we lost Maul.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been years.
I'm surprised you remember the freaking name of it and everything. I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. All right. Yanti, right? Is that what they call it?
That is correct.
Yanti? Yanti, I think, right? All right, cool. All right, cool.
Well, I can see that you figured it out. Good. This is a good sign. I'm glad I found the right people. I can tell you a couple of other things. I'm not sure how important they are or aren't, but, well, I will tell you and let you decide. So, before communications with the Gripoli tapered off, the people who had returned here from a trip to the Gripoli trading post reported there was a small band of Yonti that had taken up residence at an old temple site where the Gripoli village used to be located. These serpent folk, unlike others of their kind, were friendly towards the Gripoli, and the frog folk are helping them excavate the location.
Interesting.
Yes, I thought so
Maybe we
too. Then,
Maybe we should talk to them first.
one of the last people to depart from Yornforge to depart from the Gripoli trading post, reports that the place has been overrun by frog folk fleeing their village, which was invaded by a second group of Yonti. These monsters are vicious and cruel. It was the exact opposite of the earlier visitors. Now, whether these are rumors or truths, I cannot tell you, as I do not know myself. But I do have a ship that can take you across the lake to where this area is. Transportation would be on me, of course, and you would be doing a great favor for Yornaforge, and I'm sure that the reward would be well suited to someone of your statures.
Bummer, what do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I like the idea. I would ask you a bit of a personal question first. Of course, we are absolutely willing to help you.
Good, excellent.
A personal question. You wouldn't happen to be a descendant of Nilith Aboleth, or I'm sorry,
I know what he's trying to say too.
a descendant of Baleth Nagareth, would you?
Baleth Nagareth. Oh, the name. It's an ancient ancient dragonborn civilization somewhere. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you if I was or wasn't. You see, my great grandparents were orphaned after a battle, and then my lineage seems to stop there. But the name itself, Aleth Nogareth, it does remind me of something I've heard in history of a lost dragonborn civilization. That's interesting.
We came.
Why do you ask?
Yes, yes. We came
We
to.
actually came
We
here.
came to be at the edge of the burg over there, where the old hermit resided, through a portal that came from Aleth Nagar.
So you've seen it? Well, blessed me. Hmm. That is truly inspiring. In fact, if you have some time this evening, could you tell me a bit about it? And you see him kind of rustling out of a pack, like a pen, some ink, and some paper.
Yeah, we're
We
at the Path
absolutely
of the
would.
Dragon
We
now.
absolutely would be delighted.
He tells you he is a scribe, and he is actually a member of the Church of Denir here in Yornforge. He is one of the avowed who works for this one of the senators on the little town, or sorry, a council member on the town's council.
And what's his name?
His name is Pelk.
You put that in the chat too.
Yeah. Will.
Okay.
My buddy Bomber here is actually a devout follower and priest of Moradin, and I'm dedicated to the Platinum Dragon. Bahamut.
Bahamut. Ah. Well, and here you may or may not know that Bahamut is often referred to as Jormungandr, or the Midgard Serpent. Some call him the World Serpent, often revered in that fashion here in Gladstein.
Ah,
I'll put that in the chat.
I have not heard him called by that before, but good to know.
Sometimes in different places, similar deities just have different names. And sometimes multiple people use the same symbol for their, even though their deities are different. It's just, some of the flexes of religion.
Indeed, indeed.
But here it's
But
like,
we're happy.
Go ahead.
We're happy to spend some time talking with him and chatting with him and
You bet.
trading stories and back and forth.
yes. So he ends up revealing that he has a ship that the trading post is on the coast, due west of Cloakwood, roughly 90 miles north of Jornborg by sea. He has a boat captain named Miter Jans that can offer transportation. Or if you wish to go the longer way around, there is an overland route that takes you east, north, and then westward through a forest.
Shorter's better. Shorter's better.
Alrighty. Miter Jans is
Sure,
the
my dwarf friend in that regard.
yeah. Miter Jans is a half-orc captain of the ship called the Dog Ear.
Dog
that.
ear. All right.
Miter
The dog ear.
Miter Jans.
Put that in my notes as well.
Half. I'm typing it.
That's loading.
Of the Dog Ear ship. Oops. There's no O.
I don't know how the other group is doing it. Both the dedicated note takers are in this one.
They're winging it.
Alright, so
We're gonna get back and we're gonna be like, "Hey, what happened?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh,
I don't remember. All right, so this guy, so Moder, so I'm sorry, how do I say his name? Motor Jans?
Miter
Jan?
Jans.
Miter Jans.
J's
so
are like
the captain
Y's.
that's gonna give us passage, right?
Yes. He can take you to him.
That will give passage. All
He-
right. Now we're going to. All right.
I go visit the trade village out where they trade goods with Gallipoli, or where they were trading goods with Gallipoli.
Yeah, what's the name of the trade village? Did you say, or did I miss it?
The Gripoli, they called the Gripoli of the Cloakwood.
You post that too. Sorry, my
Yeah.
spelling sucks.
Yep, you got it.
Cool. So that's where we're going, right?
Yes.
All right, sweet. Yeah, so we'll spend the evening for letting them know what all we did in the other place and what got us here, and we're on the path of the dragon and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, any kind of insight he might know from history that would help us, we would greatly appreciate it. But you probably can't tell us anyway. But thought I'd ask.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the question?
No, so yeah, we'll regale him with where we came from, and we're
Oh,
on the
okay.
path of the dragon. And
Yeah,
curious
so
if knows anything
he's
about that from history and stuff. And
yeah, he's very interested in Baleth Nargareth mainly. What did it look like? What are your experiences? He tries to sketch something from some of your descriptions. Just tries to gather as much as he can. Hoping that you will be able to return. Maybe you can finish this conversation. But he can't stay too long, as he needs to return the book with the cylinders. Although he's given you, or you have a kind of a transcript of the notes that you were able to make from the Dwarven runes, and you've seen it. He says, the interesting about this book is nothing like this book has ever happened to the Gripoli of the Cloakwood. We're wondering if this book of cylinders was perhaps a prophecy that is now coming true.
so, what's the prophecy? What prophecy would?
It's basically the cylinders are describing the Gallipoli being attacked and basically being yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
the entire-
Because that's never happened in the past, so this is new. So he promises to meet you here in the morning and to take you
Cool.
to the ship.
Coolness.
Awesome.
All right. Next day, you get up the next day. Meet Pelk here, and he takes you down to the docks where there is it's a pretty good sized ship. You're like, okay, this is no dinghy. This is it's a pretty nice boat. Takes you aboard.
That's a big boat.
Midor, I have some for our arrangement. These are the passengers. This is Kel and Vonmar. Guys, this is Midor Jans, captain of the Dog Ear. He's like, this half-orc.
Nice to meet you. I'm Captain Jans. Mider's just fine. Welcome to come aboard.
Pleasure, sir. A pleasure.
As you come on board, like a couple of Dragonborn, a couple of humans, a couple of dwarves, kind of working on the boat, getting it ready. As you kind of come to learn that the trip is about a day and a half, take about 36 hours. As long as there's no delays along the way. Him and the crew know exactly where to sail to avoid undersea hazards and try to stay on the most efficient route. They've made the trip between the two and back again more times than he can count. Very competent captain. He can kind of give you some of the same kind of highlights that Pelk has given you, confirming that he's heard some of the same stuff, and can verify that the contact has basically stopped. He's like, while he's made the trip back and forth, it's Gripoli haven't come over here at all, so something's definitely up. And Yornford, as far as the town, has put him on a retainer as soon as they could find somebody to go and check it out. And that somebody is you guys.
Sweet.
So, the sea voyage is mostly uneventful. Getting your sea legs, it is a little different as you're kind of looking at sunsets and sunrises, how it's like part of this ocean seems to as far as you can tell, fall off the side of a berg. You're kind of wondering how the whole damn water is not just rushing you off. Miter can't tell you why either. He doesn't know. It's just the way it is.
Just accept it. Accept it.
Yeah. It's like, as he kind of takes you on this path, he kind of tells you, it's like, yep, a lot of big sea creatures don't come down here. Maybe they're afraid they'll fall off. Maybe that's why it's the safest. But nope, only a minor pull. As long as we keep tacking to the right, we'll be just fine. They definitely seem to know what they are doing. As you begin to approach, let's see here.
Ain't nobody gonna believe us when we get back.
I know, right?
It's like, we're going on an
Our little
adventure.
secret.
It's an adventure.
Our little secret.
All right. Alrighty. You make your way to. Where'd that go? Let's try this. All right. You make your way to basically what looks like an atoll for all intents and purposes. A small island off the coast. You can see more land kind of behind it. As the coastal mists begin to clear, you get your first good look at this little trading post. Ramshackle shelters are clustered around a large permanent building. The low rumble of many voices softly croaking can be heard as your ship pulls up to the dock, where Gripply, bearing weapons, are waiting to meet any passengers. As you kind of move up, Miters waves a hand. He's like, "Oh, hey, it's us. How's it going?" And they're all like, he's like, I understand, I get it. Wow, that is interesting. You're gonna have to use common, or these guys are probably not gonna understand you. When I was like, okay.
Sorry.
So the central, he basically is like, follow me. Something's definitely got him rustled. Let's find out what's going on. He offboards you off to a small dock and heads towards a central structure of this little trading area. It is a stone and mud bricked edificed building, decorated with preserved carapace and claws of giant crabs. He kind of explains, he's like, this right here is usually where commerce is conducted. Oftentimes we meet them here at kind of this halfway point. He's like, well, the ground around it is usually clear of construction, but he's kind of pointing out at a lot of new makeshift dwellings here, as he's looks like there's a lot more Gripply here than usually are. And he's looking at the shelves. He's like, they all seem pretty empty too. And as you move into the central building, there are a lot of Gripply there that are carrying like spears, and he's pointing out that this is unusual. This is not a trade setup. The village kind of says, "You will speak to the pond mother," as one of the warriors kind of says to you. And they have like, maracas. They all like rain sticks. You hear this as they all shake them. This aged frog person kind of comes out, kind of leaning on a staff, decorated in feathers, colors painted all over her skin. She sits in a chair. "My tour. Yeah, it's good to see you." He's like, "Pond mother, I don't know what to say. I've brought some people here at Yornaforge's request to see what the problem might be and if they can offer any assistance." You hear croaks. Do any of you know primordial as a language?
Negative.
I do. Clerics don't get a whole lot of languages. Nope. Just
Alright.
undercommon. That's about as close as I get.
Okay. And she says, she finally, after some croaking, goes back and forth.
Maybe things get.
She says,
Well, these
well,
can't.
we could use some help. And in a conversation, she begins to inform you that a small band of Yuan-Ti arrived in the area over a month ago, claiming to be followers of a benevolent deity they called the Scaled Mother. They were friendly, the opposite of other Yuan-Ti the Gripply had encountered and fought with. These Yuan-Ti expressed interest in excavating and restoring the previous site of the Gripply village, a mile from its present location. The Pond Mother saw no reason to refuse them, since the motives were seemingly innocent. But then, 10 days afterwards, another group of Yuan-Ti came on the scene. These Yuan-Ti attacked the village, killed any frogfolk who tried to resist, and captured the Gripply who weren't able to escape. I'm going to post this into chat. She then asks you for help, telling you that the Yuan-Ti have been eating their eggs and tormenting the few Gripply who remain in the village. Nothing has been heard from the friendly Yuan-Ti since the larger force of evil ones descended on the village. The Pond Mother fears that either they have been disposed of, or they have been imprisoned in the old temple that lies to the north of the village. In any event, saving the eggs, or as many of them as possible, is the Gripply's main concern.
Understood. And what's this person's name that's talking to us?
They only call her the Pond Mother.
Pond Mother, right? Pond Mother. Got it. All right, cool. Sweet. Oh, I certainly understand. Yeah, we gotta protect your eggs. Yeah, no worries.
Says the trading post here is about 5 miles south of the Gripply village. Madrian can transport you as far as he can and drop you off just outside the crab maze that borders the community before the boat will not be able to go any farther. You should be able to make your way inland from there.
So, I don't know if you probably missed. So, any place we can buy like heavier armor or weapons or stuff like that that might already be ready made that just on the shelf?
Here?
Anyway?
No.
Yeah, just curious.
No, all trade here is pretty much done.
All right.
They do have a small map that they can sketch out for you. Let's see.
Yeah,
I think we kind of missed our opportunity to go shopping, Bunber.
Yeah, no, I forgot about it. Not a big deal. All right, we can do this.
All things work out. Trust the dungeon.
Right, exactly, man. Trust the dungeon.
Here we go.
The dungeon will provide.
Yeah.
Oh, nice map. I'm gonna copy that sucker.
I mean,
Over here. Map! Exclamation mark. All right.
So you can see where the old village is farther away. There is the...
Ooh, that's way too big.
Guys, now they tell you that some of the little peninsulas there before the breakwater may or may not be underwater, just kind of depends with the tide. But if it is, there are rowboats that can take you to the docks. It says, now the ship has to stop outside of the crab maze. So the crab maze are wooden walkways. They're built above the water where they can do crabbing. So you'll have to walk along those to get to where the breakwater point is. And on those peninsulas, where it says breakwater, on those peninsulas, you'll see a little encampment. And then from there, you can take a rowboat or you can walk around the land to get to the docks. And off the docks is where their new village is.
Oh, breakwater. Got you. All right, cool.
And there's the map looks big, but it's really not that big. There's homes that are all within these swamps.
When I posted word, it's huge, man. Holy shit. We're trying to shrink it down.
No.
All right. So anything we should be wary of on the way out? Any critters we need to worry about? Or, what's the biggest threat, I guess, out there?
Yuan-Ti. Yuan-Ti are the biggest threat by far.
We faced them before.
No, they're all like they faced them. They croak. They faced them before. Croak, 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 croak. They're all like. It's like you just got their hopes up.
So I'm hoping they're not that bad. The other ones weren't too terribly rough, but of course we had a lot different gear then too. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, one of them comes up and he's like, "Do you need my spear?" He's like, "I'll give
Yeah,
you my
right.
spear."
I thank you, young woman. No, I think we're doing good. Why is this not? Why is my layout off?
If you need anything like water skins or anything like that, they're more than happy. Or if you need like a pack, bags, like any kind of like adventuring gear, they might be able to scrounge up for you if there's something you feel like you need.
Oh yeah, you got a backpack, man. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
They will put together. They basically put together a backpack. It's probably not made for the long term, but it'll definitely last a little while.
That's cool. Somebody help me carry a little more stuff.
And
Sounds
you also notice it's kind of like, I don't know, sentimental value. They kind of attach some little charms and feathers to it for like good luck. The little tokens are kind of hanging on it, trying to send you off. They're like, best of luck.
So I have one ration, but I do have create food and water, so I don't think we need to. I got 3 spell slots for that. I'll save one.
I have 10 rations on your phone.
What about water skins? Do you have water skins?
Yeah, they got water skins.
Yeah, let me get a
Many water skins as you want to carry.
I'll add a couple to the backpack just in case I can't cast for some reason. Water skin. Add it back.
Cool.
Move the rations over there.
All right. In that case, let us go explore.
Alrighty.
And we'll see if we can't figure out what's going on with these Yuntai.
Alrighty.
I
So,
can get a couple more rations from him as well, I guess. Is that cool?
yeah.
I got 10.
You can get them from him, or if you want from them, their rations are basically going to consist. They won't be long term, but I mean they'll be good for like out to a week because they're mostly going to be seafood, crab meat, things like that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Crab meat. Love it. All right. Awesome. Now I'm good. Love me some crab meat. It's all good.
That is, yeah, that's their specialty.
Elmer, have you ever had crab before?
No, but the guy that's playing Bomber has.
Alrighty. So with that,
I'm sure
you get back aboard the dog ear,
the dog ear.
and Miter's like, him explaining. He's like, all right, I know where we're going. And it's like, I've only been there a couple of times, but it's like, I know where to stop. And that's the good news. If you go any too far there, well, the ship will get stuck, so it won't be able to come in and help you. And if any trouble comes, I am going to sail away just for the preservation of the ship. If you can do a signal or something, let me know to coming back and get you, just in the event that I have to run away.
Do I have?
Shoot something with fire up in the air, and I'll be able
Yeah, I
to
got
see
fireball.
it.
I can do something like this. I'll just do a fireball up in the air real quick.
Perfect. And he's like, oh yeah, I could see that from a ways off, just in case. Other than that, I'll be right there at the edge of the crab maze.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So
Let's do it. I'll get out of the way.
as the ship takes off, it's only a couple hours later as you pull up to the edge of the crab maze.
Well, Bomber, we had a sleep, so if you don't have inspiration, you can get it.
You're breaking up on me. I don't know if it's me or you. Do what?
Said we had a sleep, so or a couple of sleeps. So if you don't have inspiration, you do now.
All right, cool. Perfecto. Let me add that. I do not have it, so I'll gladly take it.
Right here. Bomber on the boat.
And I was thinking about that air quote spell I guess we used when we left the Crystal Cave or whatever. How powerful was that? Was that just player DM?
That was a wish spell.
Really? I blew it
Well,
because we could have easily got to the toadstool area. But
sort of. It's a wish spell that had a lot of conditions on it. However, it was geared to be beneficial towards the wish. So one, it can only affect you within that realm, which is why it couldn't take you all the way back to the cave. It could take you to the toadstool.
oh, gotcha. So I
Um,
couldn't like wish for like be more charismatic or something.
all right. So if that is your movement. I am going to start counting your movement.
Oh, it's what are you counting? Do we need to go into turns or what?
No, I'm just gonna be careful if like one of you goes way ahead and something happens. And well.
Oh yeah, no. We're
So
gonna
as
stay
you get
together.
here, let me describe the
All right,
scene
cool.
before you go any farther.
Like a maze.
It is. You can see the traps that they set for crabs, kind of off to
Oh, yeah.
the sides. In fact, this
Yeah.
is kind of what it would look like. Just give you some.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's what you're talking about.
This is kind of an art from the module art. It's not quite this stormy at all.
Not
Just-
geez.
Let's see. Alrighty. So yeah, the water here, as you kind of look around, only seems to be 4 or 5 feet deep throughout this area. Wading to shore could be possible,
Yeah.
but there are known to be crabs in the water, and you can see the shoreline. Help for the viewers here.
Yeah, where's my Twitch
There you go.
screen?
Let's give a little height on this bad boy. There you go. Kind of remains of a sunken ship. And you can see the crab maze as it works itself towards an encampment. So you're kind of,
Yeah, so that thing to the northwest, that's a sunken ship, you said?
yes. Yeah, Miter's like, that guy got too close. Totally stuck.
Okay. Don't want to do that. Don't want
Right
to do
out
that.
of
I got you.
hole. Yeah. I want to go there.
Oops.
Oh yeah, sure. I see the whole ship on there. I see the bow and stuff. Oh, cool. I just noticed the area in the back for the poop deck. I guess I noticed that. I didn't notice the entire ship. That's pretty cool. So did you just like submerge that down in the landscape, or how'd you make that?
Easy
That's kinda
peasy. You just take a boat, you
badass.
wreck it, and you sink it.
cool. Oh, nice. All right. All right. So any place in any path better than the other one, or we just go and I mean, no, it's not like
He has no idea.
fall through or something. Yeah, I think we head that way, right?
Got it.
I'm going to use my cursor keys, man. This is scaring me.
Alrighty. So I need you there, both of you, to give me a stealth check.
I am not. Didn't know I was.
Oh.
Are we stealthing? No, try it. We're actually gonna do it with that. I did disadvantage, which is the first time like ever. On 11.
For an
11.
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, as you are walking, kind of, you hear some clacking of something as if it's like underneath the docks. And then suddenly, some giant crabs come out and attack. And- Yep.
I knew we would be dealing with bigger than just crab.
That's my initiative, I guess. Are you ready for the rolls, AJ?
Yes. Go ahead and roll initiative.
That's 7. Rolling like a dwarf.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys. Oh yeah, I'm on my other computer now. I think it's like I make these really cool environments, and then on this one computer that I'm using for streaming, it's the slow computer. It's like, what can you do? Actually, I probably should have. Dang, didn't think about it. Probably should have kill. Handle this one. Alrighty, let's see here.
Still can if necessary.
Alrighty, so let me add these little bad boys. Oops. Come on, open up.
Can we just pick them up and throw them in the traps for them? Can we just do that?
With the exception of their medium size, they're not. These are giant crabs.
Giant crabs. Big boy.
And who's that? Bomber got the low roll there? Yep. Alright. Kel, you are first.
Alright. Yeah, the one that popped up right there between me and Vanmer. I will turn around and attempt to use my crab cracking Thor's guard to crack her open.
Alrighty.
So, first swing. And 18.
That is a hit.
Crab cracking for 10 points of damage.
Crack. Does make a nasty splat.
Second swing is the 26
And that is a hit.
for another 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that crab is splattered.
Cool. And then I will turn around and crab crack number C with my last hit.
Alright.
And 25.
AC 25. That is a big hit.
For another 8 points of damage.
Got it.
Crack, crack, crack. And let's see here.
I will tell you he's bloody. I'm not going to try to color him because...
That's fine.
Oops.
Nope, that's it. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Actually, if you want to share your screen out, I will switch them because it'll make it easier on me.
Sure. Unfortunately, the crabs are showing up right now as ghosts for me.
Well, don't do that then. Let's leave them.
So here's what I'll do.
Leave
Let
them.
me.
They're showing up good for me. You need to get out and get back in, maybe, or
So I'm gonna exit Tailspire.
yeah.
Alright, let you work
and
that.
then-
I got the crabs go next, so they're going to attack.
Yeah.
So I got one attacking Vonmer over here. He
Yeah,
reaches
yeah,
up with
go
his
ahead.
little
My
rusty
turn.
claws. AC 5.
No, sir.
And that is a miss.
Yeah, get over there. Get in there. You got that. Come on. You can go cross back there. You go. Come on.
Alright, second one.
You got me.
AC 22.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. And he does 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Wow.
you are grappled.
With their needle.
Alright, yep. On the other side, however, only one can get to Kel at a time. So, first one tries to attack Kel. AC 16.
That. Nope, misses.
Alrighty. There's a second one behind him who looks like he is ready to pounce. Vonmer.
EM, go ahead and summon me back to the board.
Grappled. So I can still attack while grappled, right?
Yes, you can. Grapple just makes your speed 0.
All right, cool. I'm down. I'm good with that. All right. So which one has me grappled? The second one, right? The one.
Yeah, the one diagonal.
All right, let me attack him.
Okay.
Oh wait, if I push. All right. So here's a question. So I am proficient or mastery with my warhammer. So if I hit something, I can push it back 10 feet.
Yes.
If I push him back and I'm grappled, does that break the grapple or do I go with him?
No. It does not break the grapple. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. Forced movement will break the grapple.
All right. So I want to hit the one diagonal from me.
Okay.
Come on, Daddy. Needs a good roll. You go. 21 to
EM,
hit.
if you need to. I can...
You got the screen?
Yep, I can do the screen if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Should be- So 21 to hit, AJ.
21 is a hit.
All right, with war. So I added my warhammer and divine smite and everything together, so I got it in one roll here. So 13 points of damage between the warhammer and divine smite. If he's still alive, he's pushed back 10 feet.
All right. And give me 1 second here as I stop my stream. There we go. Get my resources back. Oh, yeah, I can see the difference. Alrighty. And you said 13 points of damage?
Yes, sir.
Well, 13 points of damage just tease him off, and he goes ragdolling backwards as he just splatters him. Not only does it send him backwards, it killed him too.
All right, that's all I got.
Alrighty.
Oh, and turn. There you go.
All right. El will continue to whack with Thor's guard here. Swinging away. Oh, yeah. 27 to hit
That is a hit.
for 5 points of damage.
Got it. And 5 points of damage is
Awesome.
enough to finish off C as he
Nice.
goes
Nice.
down.
Hey. And then coming up to B, we'll whack him with a 22 and hit him for 12 points of damage.
Most impressive.
He's bloodied big time.
And then we'll hit him one more time. Yep. 26 to hit.
That is a hit.
We'll thump him for 9 more.
And he goes down.
Cool. End my turn.
Disappear him. There we go. All right. One on Varmer. Only one left. Quick in his claws. AC 6. That is a miss.
All right, mine. Come on. 16 to hit.
That is it.
10 points, and he's pushed backwards too if he's still alive.
All right. 10 points as you knock him backwards. Backwards. 10. Sploosh.
And I'm going to move to the other
Back
side.
in the water with
Don't move over here. He jumps back out.
All right.
Get the fighter up. And that's all I got.
Hill recommends that we slowly move down the path,
Yeah.
trying to be as
Go for it.
quiet as possible.
Yeah, go, man.
He'll ready action right here behind his buddy to whack anything that comes out of the water.
All righty.
And that's the turn.
Little crab is obviously hungry.
He's got a whole bunch of his buddies that are all dead he can eat on.
Right? You put up a whole lot less of a fight.
He comes running back. He's got a dash, so go ahead and take your ready to attack.
Alrighty. Sorry, little buddy. Swinging.
We can boil these things up. and
Yeah,
have a
20 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 12 points of damage.
And he is down.
Thump. I'll go back through and sweep all the goo that I can off the boards here into the water. And then I'm like, let's get out of here before everything else comes to beat on this stuff.
I almost feel bad killing the little guys, man.
Going at half speed to try and be quiet.
All right.
I mean, hop on you.
You kind of come over this ship. You're looking down. You notice some of the crab cages seem to be open or not well maintained. As you come up here to this T section, I need you guys to give me a stealth check.
Check.
Oh no.
Now the stealthiest crew in the world. Let's see.
I got an 8.
That was survival. Never mind. That was survival. That was the wrong one. Stealth's going to be even worse. Oh, 5. I got a 5, buddy.
Go ahead and
Beat that.
Go ahead and move yourselves up to the T section.
Um, is that too close?
No, you're good.
Hey.
Good, right there. And let's see. Yep. As you move there. Once again, these little giant crabs come crawling out of the water. You guys make a awful lot of noise. Go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Ooh, I'm probably going last this time.
4. Are you sure? Oh, no, are you sure?
I just want the one. Dang it. There we go.
There we go.
There you go, man. You're front row center now. You get all of them.
Oh,
I'll
great.
get my 1. You get those 4.
All right. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got it. He's got it. He's good.
All right. The crabs go first this time.
Yeah. And I think that those temps would go away since we slept. Oh, that's 24 hours, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. No big
Okay, gotcha.
all right. So I got 3 attack and kill. Kind of coming at him from all angles. First one's AC 17.
Oh,
And the
magic number is 19.
second one is going to miss. Third one's going to miss. And then I got 1 attack in Vonmer. And that's an AC. It's an AC 9. All right, Vonmer.
Let me get the one behind me first.
Okay.
Ooh, 13 to hit.
13. That is a miss. You kind of hit one of its claws. It just kind of like wiggles the claw. It didn't really like
What the hell? All right.
penetrate.
That's all I got.
Kill. Kill. Kill mute himself. Or did Kill go away?
Alrighty. My turn? Yay.
Yep.
Yeah, do a firebolt.
Alright. Boar's guard, and I will swing at D.
Alrighty. At
First
D.
swing.
Dog.
Yep.
Delta.
15.
15. That is a hit.
Thump. 9 points of damage.
Got it.
Second swing. Oh, only a 12.
That is a miss. Oh. He's doing his crab dance. He's like, wah, 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 wah.
Got those claws up. Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, yep. Third swing. Oh, another 12.
Whoa. He might level. All right.
Right level. Honestly, if we're gonna roll bad, this is the encounter I want to roll bad on. This is all right.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Place. I'm just double checking and making sure. Been a while since I've used some of this stuff. Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. 3 of them attack kill. Once again, AC 8. Nope, not gonna do it. AC 18, almost. And AC 13, not gonna do it. 1 attacks Bonmer. AC 12. Nope. Right now, it is a battle of armor.
The whiff battle.
Alright, Bonmer.
Put one of these out with misery. Come on now. There we go. 21 to hit.
That's it.
And it's the one behind me.
Echo.
11 points of damage. I'm pushing back 10 feet if he's still alive.
He is still alive, but he like Japanese anime digs his claws into the wood.
Right?
He like wipes his brow with one of the claws, and like one of the little legs is doing one of those charging bull things. It's
Right.
He's getting ready to come back. All right, kill.
Get ready to run again.
All right. Once again, swinging at D.
Alrighty.
That one is a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
There we go.
For 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage on Delta, and that is enough to take Delta out.
Nice.
Cool. I will then swing at Alpha. And, oh yeah, 27 to hit.
Oh, I dropped. Actually, like I say, actually, it was weird. I actually looked up and saw that one drop. I rarely actually see it happen. Alpha 21, 27 is a hit. 11 points of damage on Alpha. Got it. He is bloodied.
And the last swing is 26. And that will do another 9 points of damage.
And that is enough to take Alpha out. Alpha is now out.
All right. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Alright. Now, this little one's going to crawl over here because they all nimble like that. And let him in. This one's charging back at Vonmer. Olay! Alright, so I got 2 at Kel. First one. Oh, AC 11. Oh, AC 20. Go ahead.
I'm going to use Relentless on that one to make a riposte attack.
Alright, go for it. It's Charlie.
With a 14 to hit.
That is a miss. Whoa.
Oh, very well.
Alright, his attack was an AC 21.
Hey, he hit.
And so Echo comes up with a big 5 points of damage, and he kind of, or Bravo, 5 points of damage, and he kind of grabs Kill around the leg. You're like, ow, hey, that hurts. The other one attacks Vonmer, AC 14. Not gonna do it.
No, sir.
Back to Vonmer.
All right, one behind me again. Hit him again. There we go. 26 to hit.
26 is a hit.
18 points of damage, and he's pushed back if he's still kicking.
18 points of damage. That is on Echo.
Yes, sir,
yeah,
Echo.
18 points of damage. He goes curse splat. He just kill.
All right. Let's go ahead and swing at Bravo.
Take him out, buddy. Come on now.
Swinging away. Oh, yeah. 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, full 12 points of damage.
Bravo's still hanging in there. Just barely.
Second swing.
Not dead yet.
Oh, yeah. 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
And another 12 points of damage.
Okay, Bravo goes splat. He's no longer held. The only thing that's left is like a claw around your leg.
He's empty.
There's no grip on it anymore, but it, you know.
Oh, Charlie.
Got
Only a 14. I'm gonna miss with the third swing.
Yep. Hey, Charlie's looking to level. Go, Charlie.
If he disengages now, he could.
Yeah, but he's dumb. Oh, but he nat 20'd. Oh.
On me or Vonmer?
On you. He was attacking you.
On me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll repost him.
No, he natural 20'd.
Oh, got him.
He does 7 points of damage, and he grapples you.
Well then.
Vonmer.
I hit him. Come on, give me a good 18 to hit.
18 is hit.
Crappy down 13 points.
But 13 points of damage is enough to finish him off. And so now there's one little claw around each of Kel's knees.
On each of his legs.
I once again scrape all of the pieces off the dock. Back into the water.
And they
Fish food.
fall back into the water.
Get the heck out of here, buddy.
The crab cracked the fish food. What, you don't want to go spelunking and see if we can find anything useful in this?
We're still in combat mode, AJ.
Gotcha. There you go.
Am I hopping? I'm not hopping, man. I'm not hopping. All right.
hell is that thing on the ship, on the bow of the, or on the deck of the ship down there? You never seen one of those.
Could be junk. Hard to tell.
Hard
Better
to
find
tell.
out.
I don't have time to dive in and see what it is. All right, keep going. Again, going at a slower pace to try and improve our stealth abilities.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure that's going to help much, but you know, it's worth a shot.
Dogs
Crunch,
squeaking and shit under us and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Can I do a perception here to see if I see anything below us?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
13.
All right.
We probably should have checked over the ship.
While you're stopping there, go ahead and give me a stealth check too.
While we're here, might as well go on over.
Since you're stopping, might as well.
12. Haha.
5.
Damn it. We got to coordinate our roles better, man. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what?
Crabs?
Crabs?
Yep, there's more crabs.
We got crabs, and we got crabs.
That's what happens with can't make stealth checks.
Right. We get crabs.
Every yep, basically every 100 feet, roughly.
We crabs. Except this time I had time to read my stuffs.
You looked around. As you were looking over one side, you didn't really see anything. They all crawled up the other side. And we're like, rah! So, 1 second, and... Alright, go ahead and roll me initiatives.
There we go, 21. Natural 20.
Oh, 19 for me. Shit, we're doing good now.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Alright, off. It's like y'all were almost expecting it.
We're on guard.
Alright, Kel, you first.
Alrighty.
Take him out, Cal. Take him on.
Winging with Asgard at A. And I will use Relentless to give myself advantage on this one with as a bonus action. Which is a good thing I did. 20 to hit.
That is a hit. You said alpha, right?
And yes.
Alright.
So I will do 7 plus 8, so 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Just wrecks Alpha. Just one big, like, lower golf swing. Oops. Not all of you.
He disappeared.
Come here, Alpha.
Golf swing.
Yep. Yeah, just parts of him just go flying like chum.
Cool. I will swing at E.
Okay.
I will hit E with a 21, I think.
Yep.
So I will do 12 points of damage, and I will push him somebody 10 feet. And then I will run back and I will hit C with my last shot
Alrighty.
with an 18.
So push, how do you push him? Just curious.
So push is a feature of Thor's Guard. Oh, never mind. I don't have proficiency with whatchamacallit, a Warhammer, so I can't use that feature.
Yeah, you need a mastery of it.
Yep. That is one of the weapons I do not have mastery of.
Although you can change your masteries around, just FYI.
Oh. Well, then I will have changed mastery around to it.
I'm pretty sure fighters can change one mastery when they sleep. Just
Okay. Then I will drop my mastery with Lance and gain it with the Warhammer.
okay. So then, yeah, you could push.
So I will push him, and then I'll come back and swing with that 18 at C.
Got it.
And I will bludgeon him for a whopping 11 points of damage.
On Charlie. Alrighty. They are both bloodied.
Cool. So I tell Von Mer, I got Charlie, you take Beta.
Anything
Might be
Kill
else?
in that
Charlie
turn.
before they
There we
attack, though. If I can kill Charlie before they attack, though, he's gonna save it to hit, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, but if he attacks, I can get him.
All right, I'll go for Bravo. Okay. Nat 1's not gonna do it.
No, it isn't going to do it.
That's all I got. All right, come on, Krabs, you got to attack.
Alrighty. Bravo is going to try to attack Vonmer.
You got my damn
AC
dice.
5.
Shoot.
Nope. Charlie will attack kill. AC 16.
Miss.
This other one, it's like, alright, a minute. Scramble, 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 scramble. He comes over, tries to attack kill. Nope. AC 6. That is not going to do it. Kill.
All right. So first, I will kill Charlie. Yeah, 29 to hit.
That is a hit.
Sorry, little guy. 9 points of damage.
Hit. Charlie goes splatter.
All right, and then I will make a swing at Echo. 18.
That's it.
I'll do 6 points of damage to him.
And Echo goes splatter.
Sorry, bud. And then I will strike a pose behind Bomber. You got this, bud.
Strike pose, strike pose.
And I'll end my turn.
All right, we're going for Bravo again. Let's see if we can hit it. Come on, Bravo. There we go. 27 to hit,
That's it.
12 points of damage. And push him back into his friend. Push him back 10 feet.
Alright. Goes backwards 10 feet.
I beat feet.
This one's like, fine, I'll go. And he runs up, attacks kill. That is a miss.
Riposte. For a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah, that's going to hurt a little bit. So, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Alrighty, he is looking bad. Kill. Next.
And that's the top of the turn, so I will swing at him again. For another natural 20.
Oh!
You poor bastard of a crap. And I maxed the damage.
Crab
20
parts all
points.
And that
Yeah, I
one
got some on
is
my
like
feet, man.
hit puree.
Yeah, I got some on me, man. What the hell?
Sorry.
Like
bud.
seafood for the rest of the day.
When you step up to him, his ready action, he snaps at you. That's an AC 12. That's a miss.
Alright, second swing is an 18
That is a hit.
for 5 points of damage, and then it's a new turn, so I will relentless to give myself advantage.
He's 5 points. He goes down.
Oh.
You dead.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Again,
down.
sweeping the leftovers off
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
the
get them all off. Get them all
deal.
off.
into the water for the fishies.
Get the hell out this damn pier, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still in
Boom,
combat.
boom.
There you go.
Alrighty. Alright, hang on a second. Gotta have my froggies here.
There are froggies.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Don't
It's
go
a village, I
walking
guess,
too.
right?
Don't go walking too far.
Hold your
See if I can
ground.
get my frog people to show up.
I see one over here.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
You a little froggy. Froggy.
Yeah, I just wonder.
Hello, Gripply.
See, a lot of platforms
Hey,
got
grip low.
froggies on them.
Well, I
Grip low.
didn't remember.
Yeah, I see a lot of platforms with no froggies on them.
Yeah. Which
I
don't-
see froggies.
I'm starting to download them to see if this helps.
Oh, okay.
See all kinds of froggies.
I got a couple. Yeah, I see a couple of them. I see platforms that nothing on them.
Boop, boop, boop.
There we go. Some of them should be popping in.
So we did the dock.
So there should be one more there.
Wait, so we're at the breakwater now so we're past the dock area or not? Are we...
No, not yet. You're just past. This is the encampment at the
Okay,
end
right.
of the maze.
Yeah, heading to the
All right.
docks, right?
Who the hell
Right
are
on the
you?
map. Crab maze. Oh. Okay, crab maze. We're going to see.
Is that you, maybe? Yeah, see, I don't understand why.
Swore that was one. Oh, it's looking this way to breakwater. All right.
We got one froggy that's just not wanting to show up for whatever reason.
Not wanting to give up his ghost.
I'm gonna, yeah, apparently. I'm gonna replace his ass here in a second. I don't know why I didn't retain the downloads of the froggies. It was very strange. Like, maybe I exited wrong or something. Of course, it'll be the last one I load. Yep, there it is. Found him. Got it. All right, now y'all should be able to see the froggies.
See all the frogs.
Yeah, they're still ghosty. I think they're downloading.
Are they ghosty?
For me, but that's just me. Maybe they're downloading.
Yeah.
I could see them.
You actually see the
I guess I
froggies?
need to get back.
Yes.
I need to get back in. All right, hang on. Let me exit it real quick.
Okay.
Yep. I see frogs.
Come on, Fire. You can do it. Load back up.
Yeah, froggies are cool. You gotta see
Maybe
the
there
froggies.
goes.
I quietly attempt to get the frog's attention.
All right, coming back in. Let's see. All right, pull me back in, AJ.
Summoning.
Don't connect.
Summoning. It's like it's
There we go.
Only I had my helm of comprehend language.
They're still ghosts, but it's okay. I can. Oh, I think they're. There they go. They popped.
Yay. All right. Good. So yeah, as you approach, one of them like looks up.
I try to wave at him and get his attention. Yep.
He looks nervously backwards over his shoulder, back towards you. Give me an insight check.
Insight incoming. 16.
Ah, yes, he is scared. About as he quickly looks behind him, looks back towards you. It's not necessarily you he's scared of.
I put my hand to my mouth and be like, I say, basically, I'm signaling for him to be quiet and try to move our way.
Okay.
Need to speak with animals.
Let's see. He is going to.
Can I get that?
Fall down and fart. You hear this? You get up! Get up over there! Hey, wait! We've got intruders! And
I will charge.
initiative.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, terrible time to roll terrible initiative.
Here we go. Well, despite being terrible, it's actually not too bad. You notice some serpent-like. Well, you've seen Yuan-Ti. These are obviously pureblood, since their skin is kind of different. But the purebloods, for the most part, look human. As they are coming your way. Although their faces have a very different look. Their face is about the only thing that doesn't look human. As these, oh no, I take that back. These things actually look a little more reptile than they do human. Sorry. Here's the image. Actually look like reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
There's just no minis for
Oh,
those.
wow.
Yeah, they actually look like reptile from Mortal Kombat. So as they intruders, and there you go. Yeah, this guy fell and kind of tripped and tumbled, farted because he rolled a 3. Like,
Now, as I go running by, I say, "Stay there." I will dash to get right up in this pureblood's face.
it's not a pureblood, by the way. So it's something else. You haven't seen these before.
Got it. And since the Gallipoli was very scared of it, I can only assume it's dangerous. So I will run right up and I will action surge to get my 3 swings.
Alrighty.
And I will relentless to give myself advantage with my bonus action on this shot. Good thing. And I roll 28.
That is a hit.
All right. So let's start off with 16 points of damage.
Alrighty. 16 points of damage.
Thump.
Got it.
And second swing is an 18.
That is a hit.
Pumping for another 6 points of damage.
Got it.
And my third swing, 16.
That is a hit.
Cool. And we'll thump him for another 6 points of damage.
Got it.
Let me mark my action surge here. And the field is off to the next person.
Alrighty. Bomber.
Do my 30 feet. Right there. Good. I pop power word fortify and give Kyle 60 temp and me 60 temp hit points.
Alrighty.
Did you say 60?
60, yep. It's 120 total, so I divide it between us.
Shebas. All right, sweet. I feel very indomitable.
very fortified. Very fortified.
Your turn.
Alright. It comes at you, Kel. Throwing all caution to the wind as it goes reckless. It biting and clawing with its bite. AC 19.
That's the magic number.
9 points of piercing damage. Its claws.
Got it.
AC 17. And second claw.
I will riposte him.
Alrighty, go for it.
So let's swing away this. And we'll get, 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
So I will do, 14 points of damage.
Okay, he is badly bloodied, but
Continue.
still there. He then, second claw, AC 23.
That'll hit.
And that does 6 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
Now that he is done, all attacks against him will have advantage, as he has gone reckless.
Beautiful. Does that include range or just melee?
Any attack, any attack roll. This one is dashing, seeing Vonmer
No.
casting from over there.
I get him off my ass.
One coming from there. There we go. Little Gripply, they're like,
Get away.
they're like, kind of running in all directions. And this one's getting back up. He's like running up to Bomber, like, he's like hiding behind you. Like, he doesn't know you, but he's like,
Probably not much shorter than I am, but all right.
it's like, yeah, they almost like run in every which direction. They're not sure exactly what to do. It seems like. Back to kill.
All right. As I go to swing at this one, I loud enough for the Gallipoli close enough to hear me. I go, "The Pond Mother sends her regards," and I swing at the one that I get advantage at.
Alrighty, go for it.
Good thing I had advantage. 16.
That is it.
Let's see here. 10 points of damage.
That is enough to cut that one down.
Excellent. Excellent.
And I will go right after the one that seems to be running towards my buddy Vonmer.
Alrighty.
I'll be like, I don't know what you think you're doing. Swing at it, and I will relentless to give myself advantage on this one.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That is it.
And let's see here. 8 to that. Oh, good thing. 14 points of damage.
14. Got it.
And third swing is a 16.
That's it.
Which will do, 12 points of damage.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
All right. Bravo is going to suck on a 4th level guiding bolt.
Bravo. All right. What is the element?
No, guiding bolt.
Oh, guiding bolt. Never mind. So you see your other character.
Okay, right. 29 to hit.
29 is hit.
30 points of damage.
Ooh, smoke. And he is lit up.
And you have advantage.
Next attack against him has advantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. Alpha is down. D goes after Kel with Reckless Fury. So you'll have advantage against him. AC 23 with his bite.
That'll hit.
6 points of damage. Claws. AC 22.
That'll hit.
8 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
Second claw is a paltry AC 12.
If that's his last attack, I will riposte that.
All right, go for it.
And I believe that's now with advantage because he's done swinging.
That is correct.
Well, I like that. All right. That is 29 to hit,
That's it.
Nice.
and we will do 12 points of damage.
Got it. Still up.
So, ready?
And this one comes in for the blood frenzy. This one's also going reckless. There we go. AC 17 with a bite. No. Claw. Natty 20.
Hey, that'll hit.
Alrighty. Claw sinks in for 13 points of slashing damage. Second claw. Paltry AC 11.
That misses.
Alright.
Oh, shit. We got another one? I missed that one. Shit.
This one
That's
just
all right.
can't get there.
This is what I live for. I have them all on all sides. They can't escape now.
And that one dashes up the Vonmer.
All right, cool. I'm already here.
Alrighty. Kill. Oh, hang on a second. You're really like,
I'm out of here.
he's like, I'm not with them.
Get away! Get away!
Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark,
Don't worry, we'll talk later.
bark, 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 bark. All right.
All right. I will swing at D since I have advantage.
All right.
You got
Swing.
advantage. You got advantage. on
23
Bravo,
to
too.
hit.
That's it.
Cool. Only 6 points of damage.
Still up. Haha.
Damn it!
All right. Second swing then is a natty 20.
There we go.
And I maxed it for 20 points of damage. Get
Nice.
fucked.
Yeah, off the head goes on that one.
You got advantage on B as well, dude. The guiding bolt.
And I'll swing at E as well.
Bravo.
B.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Bravo with advantage. Bang. 18 to hit.
That's it.
Will bludgeon him for 12 points of damage and knock him back 10 feet.
All right.
And then I will move to be in base contact with Charlie.
All right.
Actually, no. Since I'm not in base contact with Charlie initially, I will then use my movement to run over to Von Mer's target and whisper sweet nothings in its ear to get its attention.
All righty.
Off my priest dick. And that's my turn.
I'm going to try and bonk Echo. 26 to hit.
That's it.
18 points of damage, and I push him back 10 feet.
Bonk.
Nice.
Slide.
Goes to the other side of me. Does he leave my
Exactly, yeah.
threatened range?
It'd be force movement if you did. So.
That's fine.
Over there. All right. Get back to my spellcasting range. All right, go for it.
Alrighty. Let's see. So there's 3. Well, they'll all collapse in on Kel. And
I'm surrounded. They can't escape now.
they all are going reckless. So the first one with his bite. That is a 15. No. Second claw. AC 20.
That'll
That is
hit.
6 points slashing. Second claw. 17. 18. That's going to miss.
Miss.
Second guy. Bite.
That's Bravo.
Let's see. Yes. Second one is Bravo.
Okay.
Bite. Miss. Claw. 14. Miss. Second claw. 15. Miss.
There, I'll riposte.
All right. Post on Bravo.
So, hey, with advantage. Schmack. Yeah, 24 to hit.
That's it.
And it will be bludgeoning for. Oh, yeah. 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Thump.
Down it goes. All right, third guy. Fight. AC 20.
That is.
That is 10 points of piercing damage. Claw.
Nice.
Claw. AC 23.
Use up all
Hey.
the on your map.
That is 5 points of slashing damage. Last claw.
Got it.
There go the last temps.
AC 23.
Broke through.
This last guy got a
Hey.
hold of it. 7 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Who, me?
It's you.
Yep. All right. Swinging back at Bravo since I get advantage.
Bravo's down.
Or I'm sorry, Charlie
All right.
Go, Charlie.
for 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
And I'll do 10 points of damage. My second swing. Oh, let's re-roll that. That's better. 24 to hit.
That's it.
And a 12 points of damage.
Got it.
And then in preparation for a ringing bell, I will strike at E with my last swing.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit.
That is it.
And it will be for 6 points of damage.
Got it.
I'll hold my little special move this turn for a riposte.
Okay.
Turn.
Honor.
All right. So the bloodied one, Echo. See to make a Wisdom 19 save for Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Love that sound.
He's got an 8. Roll your d12s.
Makes me want to play a priest.
26 points of damage.
26
From a
points of
cantrip.
damage as his head goes kersploosh.
That's all I got.
That's all he had.
Nicely done, sir. That's all you needed.
Alrighty, last one. Tries to attack Kel. He is, once again, reckless with his bite. That is a miss. It's a real bad miss. Go for his claws. AC 17, not quite. One more chance. Last try with his claws. AC 21.
That hits. Lucky you.
7 more points of slashing damage.
Got it.
He's biting and tearing for all it's worth.
Alright. I will do a... I'm going to go ahead, since I already have advantage, I'm going to use my Relentless to do a distracting strike. Not that it really matters. But I'll roll at him.
Okay.
And hit him for a 26.
And that is a hit.
So I will bludgeon him for 16 points of damage.
Got it. Still up. Bloodied,
Second
but still up.
swing. Whack. Oh. Just for safety's sake. Yeah. 29 to hit.
That's it.
And that will be another 11 points of damage.
And with that one, it will go down.
There we go. And I will bonus action second wind to get 21 points of health back.
Let's check their bodies. Anything decent on them?
Well, as you kind of look at the image, they don't even wear clothes or have any types of equipment or weapons. Their bites and their claws were really their only defense. As you kind of get close, Gripply are like huddled all together and like, everybody okay? They understand you speak common, so one of them's like, thank you. Our village is in
Try to
trouble.
calm them down.
Our village is in trouble.
I say, I know the Pond Mother sent us. She sends her regards to you and is glad that you survived.
Pond Mother has sent help. Yes. Oh, please help. The village is okay for now, but these bad Yuan-Ti, they make us work night and day, and they are mean.
Are there any of the good Yuan-Ti around, or are all the Yuan-Ti we find in this village the bad ones?
Oh, some were nice. The new ones were not so nice. They rounded up a lot of the others. They're killing Gripply and the nice Yuan-Ti. We haven't been able to go to village in a while. They kept us here, make us work.
So can we tell the nice ones apart from the good ones?
They don't hit you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fair enough.
You can take boat over there. Go across the breakwater. Go to village. Village may know more. Be careful. Not sure how many Yuan-Ti are there.
Do we want to rest for an hour and then get information from them on what all happened and what they know?
Yeah, sounds good with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Get a short rest.
Yeah, so you can take
Yep.
a short rest. So they pretty much give you the same story the broodmother given. There was some friendly Yuan-Ti, and then about 10 day ago, this other group showed up, and they were just violent. They pretty much they were killing Gripply, who tried to fight back, but they were no match. The Gripply evacuated as fast as possible, but a lot of them were out working in fields and over here in the this little encampment where the crab maze, and so they weren't aware of what was going on until it was far too late. So there's still Gripply presence in the village, and for the most part, the Yuan-Ti kind of come into the village and demand them to do things, the ones that are left. But they use the threat. They think they use the threat of these Gripply out here is kind of like to keep them in check, because these guards, these brood guards, they call them, had come over here and just been harsh, working these little guys out here, basically not quite to death, but yeah. Fortunately, these are the crabbers, and they're okay at it, but there's not enough of them to keep all the crab cages in check. So some of the crabs cages, and they admit they've let some of the crabs out, hoping that they would, snatch up some Yuan-Ti, but it didn't really work as they planned.
Yeah, we noticed. So, well, you can feed your former captors to the crabs.
They're like, yeah. So yeah,
So-
you get a short rest.
Sweet.
And then, you can see the village kind of off in the distance across the lake. It's only a couple 100 feet away. You can use one of the rowboats to get to.
Ooh. I'm ready when you are, Bonmer.
I ain't got water handling, but all right, let's do it.
Alrighty. So,
What could go wrong?
Yeah, we'll
Cast
row.
water just for the hell of it. Let's see.
Do we want to see if one of them can go with us? That way, if we rescue the rest of them, they can tell them like, "Hey, we're all right. We survived."
You want to see if they want to?
If one of them wants to go with us, they're certainly welcome.
one of them can go with you. He doesn't mind.
I'll row. He direct.
You can see where you're going, so it's not that big a deal.
Row.
All right. Give me 1 second as I just stupid rowboat work. There we go. You rowboat.
Oop, if you got a second, I got somebody at the door downstairs. Give me 1 minute.
No problem.
No worries.
Bugger off. I'm trying to play a game here. Alright. And from
Yeah, if he's going to chat with him, I'm going to. I guess I could have done it in a short rest. I'm just going to cast Water Walk as a ritual on us. Just for the hell of it.
Okay.
How long does it last? Yeah, dwarves and water don't go well.
Water walk, I
together.
think it's an hour.
Yeah, so it should take us an hour to get over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ritually cast it.
All right. Everybody loves mid-session UPS.
And while we're waiting, I casted Water Walk on us as a ritual just in case.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Happy games.
Alrighty. And you finally row your way across to a dock. There is another Gripply on the dock as he's kind of croaking, seeing you coming, and the ones out there is croaking back. So obviously talking in their language. He's like, it looks like there's no Yuan-Ti right here in the village right now. So should be safe.
Cool. Let's move
As
on
you
up.
bypass the breakwater. The Gripply village is set near the lake, or the open area. It is also near sea in a brackish marsh. Kind of back behind the village is where the marsh starts. In the muck, you can see the huts that they have built. Mud bricked, thatched, roofed Gripply homes. Carapaces of claws of giant crabs feature heavily in the architecture. Up the dock, you can see some other Grippoli assembled on the shore in front of you.
I can't fit through the pier, so I'm just going to teleport over here.
Ooh, I tell them lead on.
Yeah, so they'll walk you up there. There's a dozen or so as they are there, kind of looking around as you kind of come out. And they're looking back and croaking to each other. Alrighty. So, one of the first ones, I told them you rescued us, that the Pond Mother sent you to get us. And they're all like, you hear some, yes, thank you for coming to rescue and help. Yes. They have some of the nice Yon tea at the Pond Mother's home. Yes. And our egg pods. Can you protect our egg pods? They're eating them.
That's what we're here for. So where's the main bulk of them? Where's the Pond Mother's home?
They all point. You do have a map that kind of shows you where the Pond Mother's home is, and they also point to where the what do they call them? The brood pools are.
Got it. I see it. All right, cool.
And then yes, and they took over the old village at the temple. That's where they took more of the nice short tea. They're being very mean to them.
And the old village has a temple, you said?
Yes, the old village has the old temple.
Is that your temple? Is that what you used to
No,
worship,
not
or-
our temple, no more.
Okay, all right.
We're not sure what they're doing out there. They were revamping it for the nice Yon tea, but then the new ones came in and took it over.
And are the nice Shanti around as well? We want to make sure we only attack the bad ones.
And they're holding some of them in the Pond Mother's home, or the Pond Mother's home. They have some there as prisoners.
Okay, and there's no way to tell them apart. I mean, the bad ones attack and the good ones don't, I guess, right?
The good ones don't hurt us.
Okay, all right.
Good ones look more like you. Bad ones look more like serpents.
Oh, beautiful. All right, that's what I wanted to know. All right.
Yeah,
perfect.
that's easy enough. All right.
Yeah, that helps a lot. All right, cool.
Let's go to the Pond Mother's old home.
Alrighty. As you prepare to head for the Pond Mother's old home, this is where we will leave off this episode.
We'll leave off.
As you have traveled far, you've accomplished one quest, and you have found the second quest. Your dragon tattoo has made a calling, and you have answered. Your journey into Asgard deepens. You also learned a little bit of curious information about your tattoo. It seems to prevent you from being divined or being affected by divination magic, which is kind of like if you're on this journey of your own without help of another. It kind of makes a little bit of sense. Also, kind of like why you haven't heard from your loved ones and friends for some time, as if the tattoo is blocking divination. Sendings would not be able to reach you. So we will pick this up next time in the next episode. Journey to Asgard on Shadows of Dawn.
Shadows of Dawn.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Good game.